Do you want to know how I actually planned my entire 5 day Hong Kong itinerary without any travel agent, without any other person, just by using a single AI tool? And that's Perplexity. Like, subscribe to know more such videos. And let me show you how one single tool actually planned the entire itinerary for me, where to go, how to go, and exactly when to go. All from scratch, simple steps.
Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is plan the itinerary. I just asked Perplexity to plan a family trip with four adults and four kids of ages 4, 7, 10, and 12. I'm sure it sounds chaotic, right? But Perplexity planned the entire Hong Kong itinerary within minutes. So I gave it details like when we arrive, when we need to transfer hotels, what activities the kids were actually interested, and also what were our meal times. So now, if you look at it, you can actually see day one from the moment we enter Hong Kong, what we need to do to and go to our Hong Kong Disneyland hotel, day wise, hour by hour plan how long it will take to see each of the various sites at Hong Kong until, of course, the final time at which we leave for the airport. Now, normally I would be juggling over 10 browser tabs, blogs, and forums just to put something like this together. But Perplexity just got it. It understood the needs of our family, gave me a clear hour by hour plan. Now, every part of this itinerary was practical. Okay, it had everything that the kids would do, and that is why it makes it all the better to feel like Perplexity was like a travel expert who actually knew how we needed to juggle over the vacation, the kids, the luggage, and the sleep schedules. So if you're planning a family trip, don't want to waste hours figuring out what, when, how, just ask Perplexity. It's honestly one of the smartest tools for family travel planning I've ever come across. Next was planning an amazing day at Hong Kong's very own Disneyland. And I wanted to actually tell you how Perplexity AI helped us unlock the best early access experience with almost no queues. Now, most people don't realize this, but if you're staying at a Disney hotel or have early access privileges, you want to get to the park before it actually opens. So, I asked Perplexity what should be the ideal itinerary for early access at Hong Kong Disneyland, and it gave me a minute by minute game plan. No fluff, just what actually works. Here's how it broke down. It told me to arrive like at around 8:30 because early entry starts at 9 a.m. So it told me come ahead of the crowd just so that you're one of the first to actually enter into the park. Then told me enter straight into the world of Frozen the moment you're in. So we went right to Frozen Ever After, and then we went to Wandering Oak and Sliding Sleighs. Kids had a blast. So, with a bit of early time left, we actually took photos, grabbed souvenirs, and of course, explored more of World of Frozen. So, about 5 minutes before the official opening, we positioned ourselves near Adventureland, ready to hit the next set of rides as the main crowd entered. So, while everyone was just rushing in, we had actually knocked off three rides and no stress, got the best photographs, had the best time without having to actually stand in queues at all. So, thanks to Perplexity, we didn't just show up, we actually had a strategy. So, if you're planning Disneyland with your family, especially with kids, this is the smartest way to do it. So, one of the major highlights of our Hong Kong trip was Ocean Park. Now, organizing a visit to this park, that too really massive with over 100 attractions, can be overwhelming, especially with kids. But guess what? I asked Perplexity to help me out and it totally delivered. I just simply typed in, give me a plan for Ocean Park, and it gave me this simple, super structured, easy to follow guide. It actually told me what's step one, prepare your itinerary. So my itinerary tool was customized to our day based on what we wanted to see. Perfect for a family group. Each person could choose the zones and shows that they liked the most. So, next, explore the key zones. They had Discovery Grove, the Pacific Point, the Ocean's Edge, the Adventure Valley, the Explorer's Wharf, and of course, few other rides. So, just like that, I could visualize our route, plan it around the kids' energy levels, interests, and of course, the much needed breaks. So, here then I told Perplexity that I'm traveling with four kids and four adults. Give me a plan for us to reach Ocean Park from Causeway Bay, and it actually told me how to reach there. Told me to take a bus route, or you could take the metro from the island line from Causeway to Admiralty and then transfer to the Ocean Park station. It was super easy to access everything at one single tab in a very super structured manner. And it even reminded me of how to plan our breaks, especially highlighting the Ocean Square for dining and shows. With four kids in tow, this saved us from horrible meltdowns and random wanderings that were there. So I didn't actually have to go through 10 different blogs or maps. Perplexity gave me a clean, smart overview that I could actually tweak to the suit, to actually suit our needs without any stress. It even gave me a timeline that I had to catch so that I do not miss out on any of the key rides that my kids were interested in. So we actually follow the timeline, and thanks to the timeline that Perplexity gave, we were actually make sure that the entire day was really fruitful, and we actually made enough and more memories at Ocean Park, Hong Kong. Now, another key feature that Perplexity was able to tell me is all the rides that were there at Ocean Park. Of course, it had around 100 rides. I just wanted a structured overview of what rides and shows I could expect at Ocean Park. And it told me all the roller coaster rides that are going to be there, which was amazing for my 12-year-old. And then all the family rides that were there and all the animal shows that were present, which was very interesting for the younger ones who were traveling with us. So, wow. It also told me for each ride what is the minimum height. So it could we could actually decide whether which ride to take based on the height of the children, because I had a 4-year-old who was traveling with me, and it helped me shorten down the list of rides based on which one to go rather than stand in queues unnecessarily.
Sure. Even to find the best mode of transport or the right mode of transport for the cheapest price, Perplexity was the best tool.
Now, the next thing that I wanted help with was travel. How do I use the metro to its full extent? Now, there also Perplexity was able to help me. I used to just put in a very simple question asking, what exit should I take from Simsha Shui station to reach a particular location? And it would actually tell me from the metro which exit to take to go to any location that I had of interest. So once Ocean Park was done, once Disneyland was done, I wanted to go to the Science Museum to have, a calm day with the kids. And they actually told me what was the best route to take. So I went to the East Simsha Shui station and then used P2 exit, which was much closer. And it told me just a rough 10-minute walk to the museum. So there it was. And not just here, it was also able to tell me the cheapest way to get to the airport. Now, on my last day, there I had read a few blogs where they told me use the metro, that is the best mode of transport to reach the airport. Uber was supposed to be expensive, and I really did not know which one to choose. So I simply asked a question, what is the cheapest mode of transport? And they told me there is this A11 bus that is there from my location. I put in my location and I told them, this is where I want to go. Is there a bus which is the cheapest mode? Now it told me this bus is direct as compared to the metro where I had to take two metros, four kids, and a lot of luggage. So getting to the airport, you guys know, it's you get stuck making the wrong choice. So everyone said just take the MTR. It's fast, it's reliable, it's good for solo travelers. That's probably true, but here's the thing, we were like 8 people with a lot of luggage. Taking the metro meant actually multiple transfers, elevators, dragging bags along with the kids through the station. So what's the best way to travel for 4 kids and 4 adults from Causeway Bay to Hong Kong Airport? And there it was. Perplexity told me use the city bus A11. And then I asked, how do I use this A11 bus? What time? And there it used to tell me, see, this is the time it takes. Don't worry, this is a spot you have to stand to pick up the bus. So all that was done very nicely, thanks to Perplexity. So it was the cheapest option for me or for us, which was actually a crowd of 8 people. So here I am, surprisingly comfortable at a convenient location, much closer to the Airbnb where I was staying. It was very roomy, air conditions, no need to split up like we had to do with taxis or Ubers. So, next time you're actually planning a group travel, don't just rely on people who've gone there. I would ask tools like Perplexity AI, which does not just give us an answer, but actually gives us the right answer for our situation. So, travel smart, ask better questions, and let AI help you find better ways.
As I end my Hong Kong vacation, I really have to thank Perplexity, my personalized tour guide for helping me all the way through. For more such tips, like, share, and subscribe.